Alexa, what time is it?
It's 2 p.m.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Can you guess what book I'm going to read today? I don't own the rights to this music, but I love it. I say, hey, wonderful kind of day. You can learn to work and play. And get along with each other. Arthur's TV Trouble. Mark Brown, Arthur's TV Trouble. You can watch Arthur on PBS. All right, all right. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Audrey's reading area. I got so carried away with Arthur's song. It's sang by Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers. It's called Believe in Yourself. And that's the theme song for Arthur when you watch it on the show. So this is Arthur's TV Trouble, Mark Brown, an Arthur adventure. It all started while Arthur was watching the Bionic Bunny show. Dogs love him, said the announcer. The amazing treat timer. Treat your pet to treat timer. Only $19.95. Treats may vary. Batteries not included. If you love your pet, get a treat timer. Wow, said Arthur. Pal needs one of those. Ads for the treat timer were everywhere. Now Arthur really wanted one. Treat time in the newspapers, on the radio. Look at that on the billboards. Arthur counted his money. DW helped. Even with all my birthday money, he said, I only have $10.03. I know what you're thinking, said DW. She ran to protect her cash register. Arthur decided to ask Dad for an advance on his allowance. Gee, I'd love to help, said Dad, but my catering business is a little slow right now. Arthur knew Mom would understand. Money doesn't grow on trees, said Mother, and I think Pal likes treats from you, not a machine. On the way to school, Arthur was walking very slowly. What are you doing? Asked Buster. Looking for money, said Arthur. I want to buy Pal a treat timer. Those are very expensive, said Buster. You need a job. I need a miracle, said Arthur. At school, while everyone else took the spelling test, Arthur daydreamed about the treat timer. Mr. Ratburn asked Arthur to stay after school to take the test over. Arthur took the long way home so he can think of a good excuse for why he was late. Mr. Sipple was cleaning his garage. Hi, Arthur, he said. Every 50 years I clean this place out. I can use a little help. I could use a little money, said Arthur. All these newspapers need to be recycled, said Mr. Sipple. I'll pay you 50 cents a stack to take them out to the curb. Great, said Arthur. I'll do it tomorrow. I won't be home until after dinner, said Mr. Sipple. But you can get started. Everything you need to do the job is here. I'm rich, thought Arthur. All of a sudden, Arthur was in a big hurry to get home. I've got a job, cried Arthur. Now I can buy a treat timer. Can I go to the mall with you? Asked DW. Sure, said Arthur. I wish you were rich all the time, said DW. You're much nicer. The next day, Arthur counted the stacks as he pulled them to the curb. 24. That makes 12 whole dollars, cried Arthur. I'll come back later to collect. You look exhausted, said DW when Arthur got home. I don't want to see another newspaper for a long, long time, said Arthur. Well, then don't look out the window, said DW. So that's what the string was for, said Arthur. I'd better hurry before Mr. Sipple gets home. Wait for me, said DW. You're in big trouble, said DW. You missed some over here. You missed some over there. These stacks could be a lot neater. Are you using double knots? Nice work, said Mr. Sipple when he got home. Here's your $12. Thank you, sir, said Arthur. I helped, said DW. Don't I get something? You get a trip to the mall, remember, said Arthur. The next morning, Arthur and his family were the first ones at the mall. Arthur put his money on the counter. One treat timer, please, he said. It looks bigger on TV, said Arthur when he saw the box. You assemble it, of course, said the salesperson. And remember, all sales are final. That means you can't take it back and return it to the store. Five hours later, the treat timer was assembled. You're going to love it, pal, said Arthur. Pal sniffed it. Arthur turned it on. It clicked. Lights flashed. Treats shot out like rockets. Pal let out a loud bark and ran for cover. Turn it off, yelled Mother. I'm trying to, said Arthur, but I think it's broken. And remember, said DW, all sales are final. Arthur went to his room to be alone. I'm worried, said Mother. He's been up there for hours. I know how to get him out, said DW. It's 7 o'clock, she yelled up the stairs. The Bionic Bunny show is on. Seconds later, Arthur appeared. Sit down, said DW, so I can protect you from those nasty commercials. I don't need these, said Arthur. There's no way a TV ad will get all my hard-earned money again. It's the magic disappearing box, said the announcer. Astound your friends, eliminate your enemies. The magic disappearing box from Kid Tricks. Said Arthur. Now this could be useful. What would you ever do with that? Asked DW. Oh, said Arthur, you might be surprised. He wants to disappear DW. The end. The end. What amazing story. What an exciting and fun story. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me here at Audrey's Reading Area. Please hit subscribe just to show support and so you can enjoy all my readings. I read a lot of exciting and fun books for you guys. Please, please, please share my videos also. And thank you. I think I want to read to you a little bit about Mark Brown's author adventures. They've sold millions of copies worldwide. Here's the story of how Mark Brown got the idea for the first Arthur book. When my three sisters and I were growing up near Erie, Pennsylvania, our grandmother, Thora, told us the most wonderful stories. Back then, I never dreamed I would grow up to tell stories of my own. But when my first son, Tolan, was born, I started telling him stories before he went to sleep. One night, our story was about an aardvark who hated his nose. An aardvark, of course, was named Arthur, and that story became Arthur's Nose, the first book in Arthur Adventure series. Now, there are more than 25 author adventures, as well as a series of books based on D.W., Arthur's little sister. Mark Brown lives in Hingham, Massachusetts, and Martha's Vineyard with his wife, illustrator and author Laurie Krasny Brown, and their daughter, Eliza. He's very happy when kids write and illustrate their own author stories. Wow. So that's the story of how author came to be, how author was created. So I hope you enjoyed my readings, and thank you guys so much for being here and supporting me. See you next time. Tomorrow at 2, right? Tomorrow at 2. Audrey's Reading Area.